Alright, welcome everybody. I'm going to be doing some ZG mount runs today. 6 in total. These 6 characters here are all parked outside current WoW BFA. And we're parked outside ZG. We are still missing one of 4 mount, or well, technically one of 2 mounts that you can currently get from this this dungeon instance. Click and zone in real quick to start the run. But right now we are looking for the armored Razuji Rashas or whatever. Armored Razashi Raptor. Now the other one that you can get from this place I just got recently is the Switzerland Panther. But both mounts are 1 in 100 drop rate apparently. But for these runs, I kill an extra few mobs for item loots. That mob always drops these 3 items, between 4 and 5 I believe on each on that honeycomb, and they go in the auction house for quite a lot, or some more than others, but it's for the that little effort to kill that mob real quick at the side is really nice little bit of money you make for these runs. You don't make a lot. This is definitely not a gold making spot by any means, or the most efficient, but because you're mostly here for these mounts. This guy will drop some Valhalla herb set. Are kind of low on the auction house, but really easy. You saw how easy it was to pull that mob real quick. Now, this mob doesn't drop any. Doesn't have any mounts or anything, but it's another nice little money. You can pull and pop up, kill real quick. These 2 items enter for 13 gold each, which is pretty low. You can drop other items at vendor for about 26 gold, so we just got a little unlucky there.
I have many wares.
But you can see I'm like collecting a fair amount of items here that I will put in the auction house later to make this run from the monotony of this run a little more bearable. You kill these 2 golem guys for giant sacks. You get aluminium ore and these crystals, which still vendor for 50 silver a piece to vendors. Doesn't really go for much in the auction house. No one's really buying them, but they do buy these bars. And, after you smelt them all, for quite a lot actually. It's about, right now on the server I'm on, it's about 75 gold a bar or something like that. So it'll add up. And coming up on the Frogger bullshit. Obviously all these tunes are above 100, so all this trash will get one shot because we're away where this is a Cataclysm dungeon, and we're currently in BFA, which is Mist, Squad, Legion, BFA, 4 expansions behind, so I think I'm mostly just trying to get these mounts before they somewhat sort of like want to reuse ZG and like cut these mounts. So first attempt for the day. This is going to be attempt 130 out of, you know, on a 100 drop rate. We'll see. And no dice. Do get these, you know, 2 items from new vendor. A little bit gold, not a lot. We didn't get too lucky today.
Like you, may your feet find good trails.
And a pattern which vendor, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure these don't sell at all.
Good fortune to our
But
friends.
we'll check account and see how much gold I made this run on this character. 173 gold. It's actually above average, honestly. You average about 150. You know, killing all the mobs, like extra mobs that kill you. Obviously, I could just, you know, gun it straight for the boss, but you know, you try to do what you can to fill the monotony of farming these mounts. Obviously, I have more tunes. I could actually park up to, or 3 more tunes, but 6 I think is fine. If I was actually parking and doing this 9 times a day, oh, I think I would lose my mind. Like, I think I'm already kind of losing my mind with the 6 characters, but I'm not. What else am I doing with these characters right now? I don't really play them that much. Alright. So I guess one thing, how about try to at least have one character for every class, and this is my Pally. Played her a little bit during BC and Wrath of the Lich King. It was fun, but just didn't play it as much. Got her Ashbringer, which I enjoy. So right now we're logging over to a Druid, which I believed I boosted with the Legion pre-buy. Or maybe the BFA pre-buy, I don't remember anymore, but this is what my Druid. I just suspect the balance because I, you know, do these old farms. With them mostly, I haven't played current content with any of these characters other than, you know, my warrior and my rogue to some extent, but mostly just the warrior. Oh, okay, so herb gathering. Okay. And right now, same pattern. Kill this guy. Pull him over here so I can actually loot him and keep going quickly. And I'm apparently still in combat with something, so there we go. It's kind of nice with the Druid to get the swift form. You're at mount speed. Saved you like a couple seconds, but you know, it's not, like I said, I'm not speedrunning these things. I'm not even sure it's worth it to kill this guy. But he drops this barrel that can drop cataclysm fish. Sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't. It's hit or miss, but it's, as you know, like I said, that's 0 effort to kill him right there. Same with this guy. I don't even know the lore behind this one at all or anything. It's just a turtle here. I didn't play during this era of WoW. I took a break after Wrath, so you know. Do I wish I would have played during that? Probably not. Came back during the end of Mist of Pandaria. That's a weird expansion. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I've been playing kind of casually, doing stuff like this, farming old dungeons, getting old cosmetics and transmogs. You know, on and off playing. But one of the things I'm mentioning about gold is up in the pre-patch for Shadowlands, like still a weird expansion named but the pre-patch, they are removing the Brontosaur mount, which is the amount that you can get in BFA is 5 million gold from a vendor. And right now, currently I'm at roughly, come on, accountant, roughly 4.3 million gold. So I'm actually very close to tangible to attaining this mount. Just holy shit! Even like 72,000 gold. That's still a lot of gold to farm, but I think it's an attainable goal for the next. We are in May, and it's assumed that the pre-patch is going to be around November, October. So, because they said Shadowlands is scheduled to release in the last quarter of the year. So that's the speculation that it's going to be released in November or end of November, somewhere around there. So, that's my goal at the moment, is to get that mount before they take away. You can't buy it anymore apparently. Or actually, I think it's going on the black market auction house occasionally. It can pop up there, but I wouldn't rely on that. I'm not going, or I don't want to rely on that, because one, it's less likely it's going to go less than 5 million gold at the black market auction house. It'd probably go for more, honestly, knowing that people can't buy it anymore. It's people came in later, like, oh, I never got this mount. It's like, it's a thing WoW does, is you have gold sinks. It's just the nature of the game. Oh yeah, just talking about all this stuff, I just completely forgot. Yeah, that was attempt number 2 for today. No luck. It's talking about bullshit. So, I'm just gonna. I have no idea what my plans are for future stuff. I'm just in no BS right now. I'm making this a video instead of a Twitch stream, just to see how it, and then I'm gonna be loading this up to YouTube to see how it does, or trying to figure out what I can improve on, which is probably a lot. My mic, I could use a way better mic. Obviously, I probably want to figure out what type of webcam I want to put. Probably put myself in the corner here, or just like all the other streamers, and to see how that does. Alright, character number 2, my Tauren Shaman, which actually I think this was my BFA class boost, and I think this was a Legion boost. It's kind of weird because you would just think it's just a Tauren character, but this is a high mountain Tauren, which I don't get the difference or really care. I barely play this character. Shaman. This is an elemental shaman. I'm not familiar with them at all. Maybe I would have enjoyed Enhancement Shaman more, but this is what I got. So, same thing. Pull this guy. This character's an engineer, so I can just use this lootering item, loot the body from far away. Save a little bit of time. Because, like goblins say, time is money. Mela is money. Right now I'm just listening to some supposed chill step, just instrumental background music. Hopefully music that won't get flagged for anything. It's just, no instrumental, it's not any song or whatever. I don't really know a lot about that, so I just want to avoid it as much as possible. Until kill this turtle. Probably not even time efficient compared to money wise to even kill all these extra, even the boss. It's just like, well, I kind of enjoy it for some reason. This is kind of calming in a lot of ways. You know. For the longest time, I was only doing these mount runs on this character alone. This was the only character I had parked outside here, and now just do it every day. Well, not every day, but like almost every day, or at least like once or twice a week. Sometimes more. Sometimes I'll go like 5 or 6 times a week. But one of the things about the rarity add-on that I have loaded to show me how many times I've attempted mounts and pets and all this stuff. If you look at the stats on the achievement page for Cataclysm ZG, it doesn't show anything unless you. The only thing it shows for this place is if you kill the boss. So it doesn't, or the end boss, Jindo. It doesn't show you the amount of times you've killed these lesser bosses like Bloodlord here. So this count of 131 attempts is probably not accurate, to be honest. It's probably way more than that, actually. But I think I initially, when I got the rarity add-on, I just put like, I tried 50 times. Let's just go off that. So, alright, we got attempt number 3 for tonight. 132. Mount? No. He can drop 2 weapons that vendor for 35 and 46 gold, and been kind of unlucky with that. But it is what it is. And total for this run, 143 gold. It's a little on the low side. Oh, this is from another run. I should vendor this. Make that look a little prettier, but even though. But one of the things when you do these runs, you gotta make sure you log out the character outside the instance, because if you log them inside the instance, they will just be set to their bind spot, which is great, which would be annoying, because the closest place you can bind these characters would be Grom'gall, and then still a bit of a flight path away. So this is quicker, more efficient. This is zone them out real quick. I could probably get on my second account. I have 2 accounts. I could probably get on my second account and do some weird reset bullshit, but that's a bit much. Alright, I'm just gonna log into the 4th character for today. Sweeping up a little bit more luck. Alright, this is my mage, which I think this was another boost, and I don't remember, to be 100% honest. Actually, now that I think about it, I think all 4 of these characters are all level boosted characters. And I actually still have a level 20 20 boost right now from the pre-purchase of Shadowlands, which I haven't figured out what I'm doing with. I'll probably just boost another character and probably park them out somewhere for more dungeon or mountain farming. Oh, right, but right, this is my mage. This is a frost mage. I have zero clue how to play this frostbolt stuff. Like, you know, play classic frostbolt. That's all you cast. But same thing again. To be honest, I'm not even really sure why I do these mount runs. But I think I just like collecting things is what it comes down to. Oh, this mount. This is probably one of my favorite mounts that's like... there's nothing really special to this mount. This is a mount you buy from the vendor right now. You know, once you hit Exalted with Darkmoon Spears and getting Exalted with the old reps is like... the old city reps is like, you know, super easy. But let's get that mount again. But the thing that's why this mount is special to me is this is the second mount I ever bought on my Orc Warrior back in vanilla. So I got my Orc Warrior. I already had an epic wolf mount, and then during the AQ war effort, from turning in items and getting a rep, I got exalted with the Dark Spirit tribe, and then farmed out money to get this mount, which at the time was 900 gold from the vendor. That's how mounts worked back then, and you can see right now it's only worth 10. So this mount has a special place in my heart because I just remember riding it all the time on my Orc Warrior. Which is the funny thing, because I have leveled up Classic on 2 characters, and I made Taurens. A Tauren Warrior and a Tauren Druid. And the Druid obviously could only be a Tauren. But I went Tauren this second go around on my Warrior, and as true to Classic, Taurens can't ride anything other than Kodos, and apparently they can ride the Orc Wolves for mounts, and so it's like, I didn't actually know that. I thought it was only Kodos, but fortunately cannot really get this on Classic with the characters I have, so that's kind of made me kind of sad. But it is what it is. It is technically Classic. Taurens can ride anything other than those 2 races mounts. They couldn't ride the horses or the raptors. So, but, you know, it is what it is. Weird, you can't blink out of that. That's weird. Alright. This is attempt 4 for tonight. And let's see.
Make peace, worms.
Alright,
attempt 4. No dice. Here's the wand that can drop vendors for 46 gold, which is pretty nice. You know, the rest only vendors were 13, so it's a pretty big difference. Got the chest piece from the snake boss and the legs from the snake boss, both for 25-ish gold. Take a sec though, that movies.
by now.
Alright. 176 gold. The average might be a little bit higher than 150. It's probably closer to like 160. But you'll have these runs where you'll make like 130 sometimes, so you know. I know I'm talking basically chump change type gold, you know, quarters and nickels here. When it comes to, you know, 5 million gold per amount. Which, let's pull up. This is the amount in question that the goal is for. It has these two characters similar to Travel Mammoth from Wrath of the Lich King. This one has a vendor that can repair bot, and there's another vendor that sells random stuff like this. The Mighty Caravan has... I actually don't know what one of them is, but one of them is an NPC that you can access the auction house, which you know, it's pretty sweet. I think the other one, the one on the left, is just the banker? No, it's not a bank. I think it's just another repair vendor, like this one. But also, there's similar mounts. This is the Grand Expedition Yak from Mists of Materia. Has a repair vendor, and then a transmog NPC that you can use, you know, transmog stuff. Which, that's a weird part of the game, but it's nice. It's when you're in current content and you keep replacing your gear, it's way more annoying. Because it's like, oh, I just transmogged this item and I got an upgrade already. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta transmog that item too now. So, if you wanna, in a second, we'll just look at my warrior really briefly on how awful his gear looks. So, this is my original vanilla warrior. I had him transmogged into seasoned 2 gladiator gear, and obviously I've gotten gear upgrades quite a lot actually. It's kind of irritating, but it is what it is. That's current. Wow. There is my hunter. It's gonna be run number 5. I never really played hunters either, so oh, I think I missed the turtle boss on my mage. Oh well. Could be worse. Do the same thing, just pull that. So we don't have to jump in the water to loot it. This character's not an engineer, so. Ooh, we got all 6s almost. 3 items. I think it's between 4 and 6 on each item, which is nice. Probably at one point once I start getting a lot of these, or I guess when the mount finally drops, probably hit a vendor or hit the mailbox and try to pull all these items from these 6 characters together, because it kind of builds up after a while. Make sure not to skip through this time. And my hunter has skinning, which is the only character I have with skinning. I haven't checked the prices on these on the auction house, but apparently they go for a bit. I'm not sure about the scales, but apparently salvage leather is a thing. Now, I have no idea how good that ability is in the current content, Barrage, but it makes farming old content super easy. You just fire a barrage right in front of you. Just, yeah, it just kills everything when you're higher level in it. It's like, oh, that's super convenient actually. See, we'll just barrage. Oh wait, that's not barrage. There we go. And everything's dead. Nice and quick. Yeah, one thing I do with these runs, I also try to collect all the greens. Oh, I haven't collected this appearance. Okay. Yeah, well, but yeah, I collect all the greens as well, and we'll eventually disenchant them. My priest and my pally are both enchanters, so dusts from Cataclysm still sells very well, which I don't know why, it just does. There's lots of weird items. You get a lot for like transmogs, or certain pets, or just other items from those eras. That's why, like, you know, these volatile eras, which are from Cataclysm, you know, LML and essence items from that time. Alright, attempt 5, here we go. No dice. I will say, if this thing ever does drop, I will probably scream, or at least get loud. Maybe not. But I did. That feeling you get when you the mount actually does drop, it's a pretty good feeling. I don't know why. It just kind of is. Like, I just got this mount two or 3 days ago from Mythic Blackrock Foundry. It was like 13 attempts apparently I had on it. It's like, whoa, you know, it was like, woo, you know, a 1 in 100 drop rate. It's like, that felt really good, especially knowing that I still had to run the instance 3 more times than my rogue before I got the skip to Blackhand himself, which the only character I have that unlocked on is actually my warrior. So now I don't have to go to Blackrock Foundry unless I want to complete the transmogs, which most of the weapons, or the best like transmog items from that place is mostly the weapons, and I have, I think, most, if not all, of the weapons transmoggable from there right now. So not too worried about that place. It's, you know, one less place to go. Alright, on to the last character. My Demon Hunter. Which I will just straight up admit, I have no clue how to play this character. At all. I quite literally did the starting quest zone area that Demon Hunter started in, did all that. And then, not much else, honestly. This was a character I used for the Cataclysm dungeon, or raid dungeon, Throne of the Four Winds, for one of the Drake mounts. Is it the Southwind? Yes, Drake of the Southwind. So this is the character I used. Well, I had parked out for that. This is the only character parked out for it. But eventually, I actually got to drop on this character when I was, because I would like occasionally just, use my other, like, you know, my warriors, occasionally run them there and run it once a week here and there from time to time. And how many times did I actually kill it on this character? I remember it being a handful at least. So on this character alone, oh wow, I only killed it 5 times on this character. I think when I looked yesterday, I had killed it 94 times on my warrior and like 72 on my priest. So that felt really good. It's a 1 in 100 drop rate, like most of these dungeon mounts. So sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. This is kind of, it's a long day at work. Let's kind of put it at that. But yeah, I barely have any idea what any of these abilities do. I know this throws a glaive. It's like, okay, come here, kill it. Alright,
I need to target
just
something
auto attack
first.
it because I don't know what abilities do. And when this charges, let me charge again. What's 5 do? Emmeline Aura. It does something. Does everything behind. Like, I have no idea how their power source works or anything about them. I am like so clueless, and part of me doesn't even really want to learn it either. To be honest, it's very similar to monks for me in this game. Like I used my one of my boosts from on my second account that I use for my basically got for classic, and made a monk and am trying to just like somewhat understand what they do. I would say I probably know more about the monk than I do the demon hunter. So there's that. It's probably not by much. All I know is they're both bullshit classes to me. I'll just say that. They're fine, honestly. With every expansion, they want to add more stuff. I think the allied races that they have now is probably pushing it a little too much. Because there's like 5 for each faction. It's just like, holy god, there's so much to consider when you're making these characters. And I'd stop, or at least for current WoW, stop trying to min-max the characters and their character ratios at this point. Even though you can actually change it now with their services and buy it, the changes, but I don't want to do that. Like, I play current WoW very casually, and you know, played classic pretty hard. Just, you know, I actually kind of enjoy that. So, but this current WoW, this is about where I want to be. Is mount farming and doing maybe some current content here and there. Maybe do some LFR, even though I know people hate that. Understandably so. Alright, last attempt for today. Just gonna take a second to kind of soak this in. Okay. Do we have a mount today? We do not. 135 attempts. Like I said, that's kind of a fudge number. It's way higher than that. Or not way higher, but like I said, when I got rarity added, or you know, installed this add-on, it wasn't able to track how many times you attempted these mounts, because they're off bosses that aren't tracked on the stats page. So I just put in 50 on both, knowing that was probably more than that.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Alright, we made 181 gold on this character. Now that I think about it, I don't think I checked that on one of the characters. It's weird, at least for me, when you run on 6 different characters, you'll miss certain bosses, or these extra mobs, or miss certain items, or not check something. But yeah, so no mount today. It's not too big a deal. One of the things, like, it's a 1 in 100 drop rate, but it's always a 1 in 100 drop rate between each kill. So you can't, like, expect it, 100 kills in, and it's like, hey, I should have got this mount. No, it's like every time you kill it, it's always 1 in 100. So I could be doing this for a while. I could be doing this for a week. I can be doing this for the next 3 months. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I hope you enjoy my bit of rambling on about current WoW, or all the points, and just doing these easy runs. Maybe some background music or noise. We are definitely in weird times in the real world. So cheers, guys. Take care.